New at 4, we are learning more about the indictment of former Raiders player Damon Arnette on charges of assault with a deadly weapon. Documents and footage obtained by Fox 5 today show when Arnette threatened to kill a valet while brandishing a firearm. That after the valet asked to see his ID before giving him the keys. Video shows Arnette speaking with the valet while standing next to the door of his car. Police later found a gun in the door and arrested Arnette. However, the charges were dropped last July and Arnette was released from the Raiders in 2021. With the charges refiled, Arnette's next court hearing is scheduled for May 24th.